The Trinity. There is only one God, but He exists in three persons, Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. The Father, Son, and Spirit are equally God, eternal, uncreated. God is 1 times 1 times 1 equals 1, not 1 plus 1 plus 1 equals 3. There are not three gods. There is one God existing as three co-equal persons. God is complex, and people have been trying for centuries to describe the Trinity. St. Patrick described God as a clover. There is one clover, but 3 leaves to make the clover. This example is not perfect. The Father, Son, and Spirit are not parts of God like the leaves are part of the clover. The Father, Son, and Spirit are all fully God. Some describe the Trinity like an egg. An egg is a shell, albumin, and yolk, 3 in 1. But it suffers the same problem as the clover. The Father, Son, and Spirit are not parts of God. The Father, Son, and Spirit are all fully God. Some describe the Trinity as a triangle. The triangle is God, and you cannot have a triangle without 3 points. But again, this implies that the Father, Son, and Spirit are parts of God. The Father, Son, and Spirit are all fully God. A person's roles or titles have also been used to describe the Trinity. One might be a father, husband, and brother. But this implies that the Father, Son, and Spirit are just one God acting in different ways, or the same God that just has different titles to describe Him. But the Father, Son, and Spirit are separate persons, not just separate names or roles for God. The family is another example used to describe the Trinity. A father, mother, and child makes one family. But the father, mother, and child are not of the same essence or nature. The child was also created from the father and mother. The Father, Son, and Spirit are uncreated, and they are all of the same essence or nature. There is one God. H2O is another common way to describe the Trinity. There is one essence of water, H2O. And H2O can be solid, that is ice, liquid, or gas. If the solid always remained the solid, and the liquid always remained the liquid, and the gas always remained the gas, we would have a pretty solid example. The problem is that H2O can change to a solid, liquid, or gas. The Father does not become the Son, and the Son does not become the Spirit. The Father, Son, and Spirit have always existed as individual persons. We read about the Father, Son, and Spirit all being present at Jesus' baptism. When He had been baptized, Jesus came up immediately from the water, and behold, the heavens were opened to Him, and He saw the Spirit of God descending like a dove and alighting upon Him. And suddenly a voice came from heaven, saying, "This is my beloved Son, in whom I am well pleased." The Father sent the Son prayed to the Father, the Spirit empowered the Son, the Spirit was sent by the Father and Son. God did not change into different forms. The Father is not the Son, the Father is not the Spirit. The Son is not the Father, the Son is not the Spirit. The Spirit is not the Father, the Spirit is not the Son. The Father is fully God, the Son is fully God, the Spirit is fully God. One last example is the Trinity represented as 3 circles. The circles are exactly the same in size. The Father, Son, and Spirit are all one in essence. All models of the Trinity will fall short. God is beyond our full comprehension. The world we observe is complex. All of creation is complex. Why should we expect the Creator to be any less complex? God has allowed us to know Him, and we can be thankful that we can have a relationship with our Creator. The Spirit points us to the Son brings us to the Father. The Trinity is to be worshipped. Let us worship the Father, the Son, and the Spirit, and trust God fully, even with the things we do not fully understand. The world needs to know God. Go therefore and make disciples of all the nations, baptizing them in the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit.